CRE grade 6 questions KPSEA. This is just an example of those questions will be brought after analyzing them. Then we came up with these questions which are likely to be tested. Now, who among the following people marked 14 years in order to get the girl he loved? Who among the following people worked for 14 years in order to get the girl he loved? John was a disciple of Jesus, whom he was so loved. Job is a man who suffered and lost almost everything, but God later blessed in double portion. David was a king, and David is the man who fought Goliath. Then you have Jacob. Jacob is the man who worked for 14 years to marry Leah. Remember when he worked for 7 years, he married. He was given Leah, who had an issue with the eyes, but she loved Rachel. She worked another 7 years to get Rachel. So that the answer is Jacob. Number 17. Jesus promised to send his disciples a helper, whom he sent on the day of Pentecost. On that day, many people were filled with tongues, fire, Holy Spirit, life. On that day, many people were filled with the Holy Spirit in form of tongues. So they were filled with the Holy Spirit. Number 18. In the parable of the Good Samaritan, the man who fell into the hands of the robbers was going to... Where was that man going? That man was going to Jericho. He was on his way to Jericho. So the correct answer is A, not to Bethany, not to Jerusalem, but to Samaria. Number 19. Which one of the following is not part of God's creation? What was not created by God? Water was created by God, soil was created by God, car by man, and man by God. So the correct one is C. Number 20. During the baptism of Jesus, the Holy Spirit came down in form of... When Jesus was being baptized, by who? John the Baptist. The Holy Spirit came down in form of a dove, and now there was a voice, and heaven opened and said, "This is my only Son, whom I'm well pleased with." So that is B. Number 20, it is B. Number 21. During break time, you find your best friend opening your bag without your permission. What is the best action to take? Now, you find this. Report to the teacher. Forgive him and tell him to ask for anything he wants. Discuss the act with your friends. Stop your friendship. Now, these are very common questions, especially in the NEC. Now, how would you do? Report to the teacher. And when you report to the teacher, that is now a fight. So the correct answer is forgive him and ask him and tell him to ask for anything he wants. Why is this so? Maybe this friend of yours he or she had given you something and want to pick it from your bag. So we can't conclude that your best friend was a thief. Remember, the question talks about best friend. Best friend. That's key. So the answer should not report to the teacher, but forgive him and tell him to ask for anything he wants. I know that many will argue, but that is the best because of the word the best friend. Number 22. The following are reasons why Christians read the Bible. Which one is not? To get strengthen relationship with God, yes. To get guidance on various issues, yes. Strengthen faith in God, yes. To pass exams, no. Even if you don't, if you read, you will pass exams. But we read the Bible to have faith in God, guidance on various issues, and then strengthen relationship with our God. Number 23. Sharing work and resources promotes all except. When we share work and resources, promotes the following except. Love, yes. When we share love, our work, we shall have work. Unity, peace, hatred. Except hatred. Hatred is from the word hate, but we shall have peaceful working environment, and then we shall be united or unity. Number 24. Which of the following parables reminds Christian never to give up in life? The parable of, we are told never to give up in life. This is which parable? The parable of the friend at midnight, Pharisee and the tax collector, the three servants, the lost coin. The parable of the friend at the midnight. This is grade 3 work. Remember that this parable, this man had to go at midnight to ask for something, for some food. So this is the parable that tells us never give up in life. Then we have question 25. On the way from school, Ali saw two boys fighting. What should he do? A very common question. Stop them, report them, C, reconcile them, D, run away. The best answer here is to reconcile them, not stop them. In fact, because you may stop them and they will beat you up. Not even to report them, because they might even kill each other. Run away, no, that's not the solution. Is you reconcile them, let them have a neutral ground, let them reconcile to each other. So that is C. When the first human beings disobeyed God, that is Adam and Eve are the first parent or the first human beings. They were rewarded. No. B, they were chased away from the Garden of Eden. Yes, they were chased away by God from the Garden of Eden. C, reconciled with God. No. Died. No, that is the correct answer is they were chased away from the Garden of Eden. Number 27. Number 27. When Moses was taking care of the flock, he saw a burning bush. When he went near it, what happened? Now, remember, Moses was grazing or shepherding, taking care of the Jethro. The father-in-law was called Jethro. And what did he saw? He saw a burning bush. When he went there, what happened? He was burned. No, he was not burned. B, a voice told him not to him to take off his shoes. Yes, there was a voice that came and told him to, whatever he is standing is a holy ground, and therefore he should remove his shoes. His stick changed into a snake, not in this scenario, but later when God had used him more. One of the sheep disappeared. No, this is not true. So the correct answer is B. Number 28. Number 28. The Bible is divided into Old Testament and New Testament. How many books does the Old Testament have? Remember, the total books in the Bible is 66. But the New Testament has got 27. The Old Testament has got 39. Therefore, we have been asked how many books does the Old Testament? Old Testament has got 39 books. Remember, the first book in the Old Testament is Genesis, and the last is Malachi. In the New, when we have the first 5 books, that is Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Those are the law books written by Moses. Then we have the first book in the New Testament, that is Matthew, and we have the last book in the New Testament, that is Revelation, which is the only prophetic book in the New Testament. Question 29. When Jonah was sent to Nineveh by God, he disobeyed. What did he do? Remember, this grade 3 work again, but very because you seem to forget, you might be tested this or not being you might be asked this question. So what happened? He was swallowed by the big fish. He escaped to another place. God left him alone. He stayed at home and did nothing. Number 1, he never stayed at home and did nothing. God left him alone. No, he escaped. Yes, he escaped, I think, to Spain or Joppa, something like that. He escaped, and when he was escaping, there was a turbulence and people threw him away, and that is when he was swallowed by the big fish. So when he was sent to Nineveh, he disobeyed. What did he do? The answer is he escaped to another place. Yes, that is number 30. Which of the following books of the Bible is a prophetic book? Prophetic. Now, we have so many books which are prophetic. Let us go to A, Isaiah, B, Matthew, C, Genesis, D, First Kings. Now, prophetic, they talk about the future or what will happen. They foretell. Now, Matthew is a gospel. Is one of the gospel books. Genesis is one of the law books written by Moses, as I had said. Then you have First King. I think this First King is a historical book. So A is one which is most correct. That is prophetic. That is A. Thank you for watching. Keep on subscribing and learning more. I wish you all the best in your exams.